episode 331 of Couple of Things podcast by Lalita Wak, a daily podcast about things. I spoke about exercise, running a marathon, and self torture.
Happy listening. Hi, welcome to today's episode of A Couple of Things. I have a guest who you've actually heard here many times, but this is now our proper guest episode. So I'm going to ask him to introduce himself.
Hi, good evening. My name is Nana, and this is my official proper guest episode on A Couple of Things podcast with Lalita Wak.
I already said that. Why did you say it too? Okay, so I'm going to do the regular questioning thing. You already did introduce yourself. Is that your whole introduction?
Hi, good evening. My name is Nana. And I do things.
But you already said that in your first introduction.
I didn't say I do things in my first introduction, ma.
Alright, fine, whatever. Moving on to the second question that I ask all the guests is, how do we know each other?
How do we know each other? Well, currently, we are roommates, flatmates. We live together, husband and wife, best friends, anything you want to call it. That's currently what we are. How do we?
Why the currently?
No, because you always ask how do we know each other, and everyone says, "Hey, this is how we know each other, and this is where we are right now." So I'm deciding to work backwards. What to Jeff Bezos? So yeah, so that's where we are right now. So how did we get here? Oh, according to you, because you've told the story multiple times that the original story is no longer sweet. You've told the story multiple times now.
I heard you, but I don't understand.
And now the original is like how all these founder people tell stories multiple times that they've now started adding egusi and stew and salt and pepper inside the original story. So it's no longer the original story. So let's just stick to the original story you now tell, which even though that's not the original story. The original story you tell is that we used to be online on Twitter, and I used to respond to your tweets, and one day you decided to DM me and like, "Chairman, how far? Why are you always doing one or two under my tweet?"
No. That's not why I DM'd you. I didn't say why you do one or two on my Twitter.
Okay, let me rephrase. You were like, "Why is this chairman always doing one or two under my tweets? Let me just DM him since he doesn't want to DM me. So how far? Hello, how are you? Kilo Shele," and the rest is history.
Okay, if you insist on this story. Alright, and now to the third and final opening question. What's on your mind today?
So in this middle of this stormy day, evening, and everything, and my body's killing me. I guess the only thing on my mind right now is the reason why my body is killing me, which is my fitness journey over the last 10 plus, 15 plus years.
My body is also really killing me, but it's because I've been baking for like 3 days. Not fitness. But okay, why over the last 10, 15 years?
Well, first of all, on Saturday, which happened to be a special day in my life, I decided to do one of those things that my ebons and ebonets in the industry, my ebons and ebonets in the industry do, where they run the amount of years they've been on this life.
Sorry, I've never heard egg bonnets before. That is so hilarious.
Okay, where they run the number of years they've been on this life. So I spent the whole of October and mid-November prepping for it to decide to run the number of years I've been alive on this earth on that Saturday morning. And I did not budget for the cold and the bad weather and everything. But after 4 hours and 36 minutes, I prevailed. And then I think I was just wondering in the middle of the run, apart from those times I texted you to come and save me, I was like, wow, I'm actually doing this. I can't believe I'm actually finally doing this, which is very funny because I've run marathon like multiple times, but it's like, how the hell did I get here? Yes, that's valid. How did I get here? So that's why we want to talk about.
Freeze frame. How did we get here? And I'm very proud of you, by the way. But how did we get here?
Thank you, ma. So I don't know really. I mean, well, you put me on the spot. So I know that I got into like exercise, bodybuilding, fitness, and everything. See, I'm tired. I beg. Like I'm still trying to recover, woman. Like you manage my voice. How you take it like that? I know I got into exercise, bodybuilding, whatever, in probably 2010, 20, yeah, 2010. So that's almost 14 years ago. Damn. When I was in university, chilling with a bunch of guys, derping instead of going to school, and people are just working out in the backyard and
Sorry, what is derping?
faffing around.
Okay, thank you for speaking normal English.
So faffing around is Nigerian English, derping is internet English.
Okay, alright, continue.
Yeah, just faffing around, and people decided to start like lifting weights, doing boxing, doing like short sprints. Like, I mean, there's always football and everything. Everyone plays football, but like the whole, bodybuilding. Let's be a bouncer. Let's become our versions of Cristiano Ronaldo, doing the Rock Junction or Arnold Schwarzenegger, that kind of thing. And so, just working out with a bunch of guys throughout my university years, graduating, going for NYSC, almost competing for the NYSC. It's called Mr. Macho Tournaments. I will tell that story when someone pays me enough money to tell the story.
I would like to hear that story.
But yeah, just doing that, all those things, just getting into physical fitness, exercise, bodybuilding, watching what you eat. That's the worst part, actually, and all that stuff. But yeah, it's been a 14, 15-year journey of torture.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been a 14, 15-year journey of torture so far. And I guess in the middle of Saturday, I was like, why am I doing this? I should be sleeping. My mates are sleeping.
So yeah, that's the question. So why did you do it?
Why did I do which one?
The running 30 something kilometers on a random Saturday.
Peer pressure.
That's good, the good kind of peer pressure. But I don't think like anybody can actually be peer pressure to running over 30 kilometers. So why did you really do it?
You're doing boxing and Pilates and fitness and all those things. So you're proof that human beings can be peer pressured into doing these things.
I was not peer pressured into doing boxing.
Okay.
Who do I know that does boxing?
I can't remember why I started doing it, but yes, first of all, it's enjoyable. It's also
All right. So when it comes to your working out generally, and then also these other quote unquote extreme ones where it's not like a daily thing, is the thing that you do like once in a while, like go and run almost a marathon on a random Saturday by yourself. Not like, oh, there's a marathon happening, I'm going to do it. You just went by yourself. What do these things do for you? Like, was it, yeah.
you know, like that's a very good question because in the I think around the 1 hour 30 minute mark or 2 minute mark, I remembered your episode with Febby and one of your other episodes on faith where you're like, hey, you have a bank of things you've done. Like your episode with Febby was on a bank of actual physical things you've done, and your episode on faith was a bank on things that God has come through. Like in the middle of that moment when I was giving up, I was like, hey, chairman, you've run a marathon before. So you better respect yourself and finish this thing. And that was like something I remembered. So like back to your question is like what keeps you going is like one, I've done some of these things before. It's not like I've done like I mean the first time was the hardest, but I've done some of these things before. So it just helps in that moment to remember. Of course, if you don't remember then you're in trouble. I was in that moment. I just first of all remembered your episode. These two episodes I referenced. Then I was like, "Hey, bros, we've done this before. So what are you talking about? Can't finish this thing. I beg. Like this is
When was your last marathon?
my last marathon was in 2020.
So yeah, I mean, if you haven't done something like that in 4 years, it's a good reminder to like, okay, I can actually do this, and then doing it again is like is rebuilding the bank basically.
Well, this one was also like apart from it being a milestone year for me, this was important because this was supposed to be my first marathon after I had an ACL injury. So I guess it was. I was like, can we still do this thing?
Yeah, I actually, not like I forgot about that, but like I didn't make the connection between the running the long distance and post ACL? Because I remember you actually wanted to do this last year, but you had the ACL surgery and they were like, it's too soon for you to do that. So being able to do that this year, I guess, must have been like affirming for you.
We thank God. So, but while we are here, I need all of you, whoever is going to listen to this, the fans who are going to listen to this, because this woman is probably not going to do this. While we are here, please, if I intend to do anything like this next year, I need you people, because she's not going to do it, as I found out, to come to find my address and lock me in a police station for the 2 days before, during, and after my milestone year.
Now it's not going to happen because you're going to do your 40K, 50K, everything you want to do. I'm going to support you. You do it.
I will. I This is my this. I want, like,
This is your call for help.
This is my call for help. Police station, prison.
God forbid, stop that.
Just for 3 days.
Don't use that.
I know I'm going to try to do this next year.
And I will encourage and support you.
You've seen what I'm dealing with.
You want to do it now, so why should I prevent you from doing it?
So, which is a very funny thing, because I was talking to some of my colleagues in the office this week, and I told them that's what I did, and they were looking at me like, well, the Yoruba phrase which I've learned this week is "shoti awere," which is like, chairman, are you insane?
No, but I think it was a great thing. I don't think it's an insane thing. I think that it's a great thing to do if that's what you want to do. I don't know. I don't find it. I mean, like, I wouldn't spend my birthday that way, but everybody's different, and it's what rocks your boat is what rocks your boat. So that's fine.
Please take it from me. Do not gonna run any form of race on your birthday. I just actually remembered something else now. Like, I know we're out of time. Do you know that on our wedding day, I planned to run 3K? I ended up running 1K because of exigent circumstances. But I actually planned when I woke up that morning to run 3K. Then exigent circumstances caused it to be 1 day.
So you like running?
Sorry.
You like running. So why do you want to prevent yourself from doing something that you like doing?
Because it's painful.
But things that we like can be painful. I like baking, but my whole, like, oh God, what I've gone through in the past 3 days because of this cake I'm baking, that I finally baked. That, by the way, it looks really, really good. I'm so proud of it. But it was fun. So it can be painful in the moment, but exhilarating also, and also after.
See, the only reason I like exercise is because I cannot afford Ozempic and tummy tuck and all those other surgeries. Like, so please, if Brian Johnson happens to be listening to this podcast in any way, shape, or form, please,
Who be Brian Johnson?
you're going to put Brian Johnson in the metadata. We don't know if he's going to listen to this podcast. He should send me all the drugs and surgeries he's taking for free, so I can be young forever.
What are you talking about?
I will show you. I will explain later, but please, I need to put this out there. If Brian Johnson and all those forever young people are listening to this, I'm tired of running. I'm tired of going to gym. My body's paining me. Just send me supplies. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Who is Brian Johnson? What are you talking about? Okay, are we ending it here?
Yes, exercise is a scam. Save your money for Ozempic.
No, exercise. Exercise is great for you. On my podcast, we support moving your body in healthy ways that you enjoy. See Simi's episode. Find what you enjoy and do it.
See, again, do as I say, not as I do.
Come on here. Please, don't listen to what this man just said. Please, exercise is great for you, for your mental health and your physical health. Please exercise, okay? Thank you for listening. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful, or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Like, leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye.